Hi loves, you're welcome back to my channel today. It's your girl Mimi. If you're stopping for the first time, you're highly welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys how to go about cutting and sewing this jumpsuit with pleats on its waist. You can see how snatched this waist is. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, for this project, we'll be making use of our 3.5 to 4 yards of crepe fabric. Alright, go ahead and fold your fabric by 2 and then take 3 inches down to the length of your jumpsuit. Just go ahead and extend the 3 inches down to the hem. Alright, so this is me marking mine. And then after that, the next thing I'm going to do right now will be to take my shoulder measurement divided by 2, and then after that I'm going to determine the length of my sleeve, how long I want it to be. Alright, so go ahead and do same for yours, and then I'll just go ahead and mark it there. And then after that, I'll go ahead and take my neck width and then come down by 8 inches for my neck depth. Because this is going to be a v-neck line, just go ahead and connect using a ruler or a freehand, and then I'll go ahead and slope my shoulder. And then after that, from my shoulder I'm going to come down to identify my under bust measurement, which is 13, and then my half length, my waist, and then which is 15. So now I'll take my bust measurement divided by 4, and then I'll go ahead to add extra 6 inches allowance to this. Alright, go ahead and do same to yours. So after that, I'll just go ahead and extend the sleeve and curve it into my under bust, just like what you've seen here. So after that, I'll also go ahead and take in my waist measurement divided by 4, an extra 6 inches allowance. Go ahead and mark yours. Alright, and then the next thing I'm going to do is to place my tape from my half length. I'm going to mark 9 inches, and that is going to serve as my hip length. And then I'm going to mark 12 inches for my crotch length. Alright, so just go ahead and take my hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 7 inches allowance, because I really want this to be very big. I really want it to be very bogus. So go ahead and do yours. So I'm going to calculate everything I have there. I have about 17 inches. I'll just go ahead and extend it down to the hem of my dress. So after that, I'm going to come to this crotch area. Remember the 3 inches we kept in front. So from that crotch area, I'm going to be marking 2 inches forward, and then I'll curve it into the 3 inches line. I hope you really understand. This is what I mean here. So after curving this, I'll now take my dart. This is the main deal of this project. So from that line we came in, from that line we marked the 3 inches line. I came in by 2.5 and I took mark my dart there, and then remember the allowance we used was 6 inches allowance, so I'll just go ahead and share it for my dart. So I'm taking 2 for my dart, and then approximately what I'll be having here will be 3 inches, or 3 darts rather. So this is me marking my dart, and the distance between all of them is 2 inches, and then the length of it is 5 inches. Hope you understand. So this is how I'm going to pleat it, but before that, let's go ahead and cut it out. Alright, just watch carefully to see the areas I am cutting. So go ahead and cut yours with me. All right. I'll just go ahead and cut my shoulder and then the sides of my dress. All right, so that's basically all for the front pattern, the front piece. Go ahead and also slit the crotch area. Now after I was done, I went ahead to bring one piece of my front dress, so keep it on a fresh material to cut for the back. And here I am trying to create a zipper allowance for the back, and I'm using 1 inch. So go ahead and do yours. And then at the shoulder, I'll go ahead and extend my shoulder line, and then for my shoulder neck depth, I'll be using 1.5. Go ahead and connect it to the neck width just like you've seen me do here. And then for my back crouch, I'm just going to extend it also by 2.5. So go ahead and do yours, and then I'll connect my curve line, and then I will extend it this way to the end of my dress. So I'll just go ahead and cut this out so you could see how this is looking. All right, so go ahead and trim yours. And remember also to slit the crotch area too. So I'll just go ahead and trim my zipper allowance a little because I noticed it was big. So I'll just go ahead and trim it a little. And then after that, I will go ahead and still cut till I get to the length of my dress. And so after I was done, this is what I have basically. Alright, so this is what I have. So the next thing I'll do now will be to keep my back piece aside, and let's work on the front piece first of all. Now remember the darts we had in front. We'll go ahead and take them now. Remember there were 3, so on each piece of our front piece is 3 darts, and then altogether will be 6 inches. In case you don't still understand how I took the dart, go ahead and take your measurement from your shoulder to locate your half length rather. For me it is 15, and then mark till your under bust where you want your darts to stop. And then from that center, I'm going to be coming in by 2.5, and then from there I'll mark 1 inch, and then the length of it will be 5 inch. I hope you really understand. This is what I mean. Then go ahead and extend the 2 lines. This is it. And then from there again, we'll keep 2 inches allowance. From that 2, we mark 1, and then we extend it just like this. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing for the last dart. 2 inches gap, mark, and then from there mark 1 inch, and then extend it to the length of your desired dart length. For me, I'm using 5. So after that, I'll just go ahead and pleat. So this is what I have after I was done, and I also went ahead to turn the neck with my bias tape. So this is it. You can see how this is looking. It's coming out beautiful already. So the next thing will just be to go ahead and join it down to the crotch area. So go ahead and join yours from here down to the crotch area. So after I was done, this is what I have. Alright, you can see This is what I have. So I'll just go ahead to confirm my measurement. My waist divided by 4 is 7. So the rest of it is our sewing allowance. You can see how this is looking. All right. So the next thing we're going to do right now is to keep this aside to work on the back piece. Now for the back piece, I've gone ahead to close the zipper area using my gather stitch. So do the same thing. Find your half length, and then from there go in by 2.5, mark there, and then mark your 1 inch, and then extend the length to 5 inches. And that is exactly what I'm doing here. The distance between this and the other that is 2 inches. Go ahead and mark there, mark 1, and then you extend it down to 5 inches. So I'll just go ahead and do same for the last dart. So just go ahead and do yours. This is very simple if you really pay attention to it. All right. So after that, I'll just go ahead and pleat each of them like this. All right, on a single piece. And then I'll also do the same thing for the other piece. All right. So I'll just go over to my machine now. After I was done, this is what I have. You can see. So I already went ahead to also turn the neck using my bias tape, and then this is my zipper area. I'll just go ahead and insert my zip. So this is what I have after inserting my zip. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do right now will be to bring my front piece, and then I will join it together with my back piece. First of all, arrange the shoulder very well, and then I'm going to join them using 1 inch. So just go ahead and join them, and then after joining the shoulder, I will hem the sleeves. All right, and then I will just shape it using 1 inch. So go ahead and do same to yours. And so after shaping, I also went ahead to join the crotch area. All right, and also inserted my inner pocket. All right, and that is basically all for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to our channel. Bye, and see you in our next one.